Honor definition and perception. Such word as honor is always associated with dignity, honesty, and generosity. Nevertheless, this word has a huge amount of notions. Different dictionaries give different definitions to this word. The great part of reliable sources in the definition of this word, because of the broad meaning of this notion, use such method as an extended definition. The most common definition of the word honor is a complex ethic and social notion, dealing with the evaluation of such personal qualities as faith, justice, honesty, nobility, dignity. Honor may be perceived as a relative concept, determined by the specific cultural and social traditions, material causes, and personal ambitions. On the other hand, honor is treated as the inherent feeling of an individual and the integral part of his personality. This is quite an abstract definition, which needs to be illustrated by the examples of this word usage. The word honor is used to denote high regard or respect for the person. As an example of this definition, it is possible to mention the famous artists, sportsmen, politicians, who are appreciated for their merits. For example, a famous sportsman is considered to be a man of great honor for his fans. This word is used to emphasize the high morality of a person, to pay attention to his or her sense of justice. For example, when a person under difficult circumstances does his best and shows his adherence to the right principles, it is said that he or she conducts himself with honor. Sometimes this word is used to underline the high rank of a person, or his or her noble origin. For instance, in medieval times the honor of the feudal lord was not the valuation of his doings or behavior, but the recognition of his right to the lands he owned. Rarely the word honor is used to underline a person's fair name. Thus, a person, who has never been noticed in deception or raw deals, is also called honorable. Each person understands the meaning of the notion of honor in his own way. Thus, this meaning is so abstract and complicated that what means honor for one, may be a disgust for another. It may be illustrated by the whole row of examples from the history of humanity. Let us take for example such outstanding ancient warlords as Hannibal and Scipio. Hannibal was the great Punic warlord, who inflicted destruction on Roman legions several times. However, in his final battle with Zama, he was defeated by Scipio. Scipio was considered to be the honorable hero by the Romans because he defeated their main enemy. At the same time, Carthaginians scorned him, because he gained the victory only due to treachery, and it was obvious that Scipio was far from being so genius a warlord as Hannibal was. In this example, it is possible to say that honor is rather an abstract notion. Among a great variety of meanings, which are associated with such a word as honor, it is possible to distinguish several most common groups of notions. This word is used to emphasize respect to a person, it is used to undermine somebody's good reputation, or to accent the high moral qualities of the person. Nevertheless, every individual understands this word in his own way, associating it with his personal outlook and his world vision.